and welcome back to my channel. This is E-Star Tarot, and today we're going to do another collective and timeless reading to see what our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels would like to deliver to us as a message today. And with us we have our bird totem to guide us in this reading. So maybe birds have a special meaning to you, maybe you receive messages through birds. And we also have an amethyst cluster to be with us in this reading. Amethyst is a great stone for protection, especially against spiritual and psychic attack, and how it holds a high vibration, like a high spiritual vibration. So it helps us in our our pursuit of higher states of consciousness. For meditation, amethyst has, cleansing powers. It's also very sobering. It helps us with our addictions and blockages of any kind. So something, if something is blocking you in that regard, maybe that's something that would help you, is carrying an amethyst around or meditating with amethyst. And it may even relate to this reading, so we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels would like to deliver to us as a message today. We're starting off with our Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Let's see what messages we need today. We're going to leave it there for now. So we got 10 of Pentacles. Wow. That's a nice one to start off with, huh? So this has to do with our legacy, our wealth. 5 of Cups. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Page of Pentacles. Ooh. I like that. 4 Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles in this reading. My goodness. And 3 of Pentacles. Wow. That's so funny. That's crazy because I shuffled that deck so much beforehand and now on camera and we still got so many pentacles. So this definitely has to do with your finances, your material wealth in this life. And I'm seeing that maybe you're a bit worried about that. Maybe you've been stressing about that or thinking, how am I going to, get to that 10 of Pentacles energy with this? Maybe you're living in this 5 of Cups energy, but what I'm getting from this is that you're leaving that behind because you're not going to be in that 5 of Cups energy any longer. You're heading towards the 10 of Pentacles. And part of this is becoming a lot more receptive to ways to make money that are maybe new to you or foreign to you or just something you weren't expecting. So Page of Pentacles here really makes me think of like travel and learning, and she seems like she's a student that's, traveling abroad, learning. She's in Paris. And, pages are often children or students or people in this state of learning, right? So maybe it's more about you leaving that energy behind of loss, of, because I think maybe you're someone who has maybe felt like you missed out on this energy. Like maybe you feel like you didn't get to that energy when you thought you should. Like maybe you're in a later stage of life and you are stressing about the opportunities of the past. But those opportunities or whatever you think is a missed opportunity in your life, those are already past. And it's not that you missed the boat, because there's literally a boat here, right? There's literally a boat in the distance, but it's not that you missed that boat. It's actually, the boat is actually coming towards her. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually headed in her direction. So I think for you, you're learning to accept that maybe what you perceive as the chances of the past or the opportunities of the past weren't actually the right opportunities for you. Maybe they weren't actually meant for you at all. Because here you're entering a phase where you can actually head towards something you're really meant for. Like maybe you've always wanted to travel for work, for example, because maybe is something about travel here. There's another girl who's in a city too, 4 Pentacles. And the 4 Pentacles can be about stagnation, but it can also be about stability. So maybe, I see this as pointing towards you're going to have a lot more financial stability. That's the phase you're heading into. And you're heading away from that Five of Cups energy, which is the feeling of loss, of, remorse, grief, thinking, looking to the past, looking what was lost, but actually you've got a lot of wealth and legacy that's headed towards you, like an inheritance of some kind of financial stability. And I think that's coming to you through new opportunities, maybe an opportunity to travel. And it's going to lead to a lot of financial stability. So I'm seeing this as stability. Because I think maybe you've always been, because she's looking towards that happy home, and that, that family and that wealth, that all being together in the same bundle. She's looking towards it kind of with, thinking longingly towards it, but it's actually something you're building up to. And you got Three of Pentacles here, which shows to me that there might be an opportunity for collaboration soon. Maybe you're going to be traveling with people, or maybe there's going to be an opportunity to work with other people that you were never expecting before. This could even be your guides helping you to see that opportunity, or moved in the direction of that opportunity where you may not have seen it before. Like maybe it's not something you're expecting or something you imagine yourself to do, but they're helping you to see that. Yeah, so I see you as you're heading towards a lot. A lot of change, a lot of new opportunity coming your way. And I just really get the sense that, the financial instability, that time is coming to a close. You really are heading into a more financially stable and profitable time. Let's get some angel cards here. See what's going on here. Entrepreneur. Yeah, exactly. What a perfect card for this. Entrepreneur. Yeah, maybe your self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. So maybe you are literally getting ready to take that chance, to take that leap of faith towards something that works better for you. And that could even be like, maybe you're leaving a job that feels like it's more like, it could be a corporate job. Like she's in a trench coat. Maybe she is a corporate lady. She's been working in a city and it just hasn't worked for her. Maybe it's like, it's dreary in that city. Like there's so many clouds and such a heavy energy in this card. But then over here, it feels like there's a lot of brightness, a lot of air energy, even though it's a lot of earth. I just get a lot of air from this. So maybe you're working something online with technology and computers with that air energy. And I'm feeling, follow your intuition, divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates. Three of Pentacles. Yes. So the Three of Pentacles, alludes to that you have collaborators working with you either in the physical or in the spiritual realm. They remain loyally at your side to ensure your success in all ways. Yes. So this really goes well with that Page of Pentacles energy. You're getting ready to go is what I'm getting. There's something you've had on your mind. Maybe an idea in your mind that you felt a little bit unsure of, but you're getting ready to let go. You're looking at that old pathways to stability that were not working out for you. And you're realizing that what is stable, what is, long lasting for you is actually this path that maybe doesn't seem stable at first, but is the right path for you. It is the path you're meant for. It's best suited to you. Yeah, let's actually get one more card here. I want to see if there's anything else here. Okay. Giving and receiving. Okay. Yeah, the entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So maybe part of this is the acceptance that there is, a flux and a flow to, your finances. Maybe there's some investment you have to make in order to get this started. But I also get the sense that this might be about, you're going to be receiving more. Yeah, because you're getting a lot of coins. So this is about receiving more from the universe, and I think just also giving to yourself by doing what you really want. This is how you give to yourself, is by taking the path that's best suited to you, even if it doesn't seem like it's the right path to others or it's the most logical path. It's the right path for you. It's the one you're meant for. And and she's also with a tropical sort of, animals that are, far away, like Australia, like a maybe it's a wallaby, but I think it's a kangaroo. And then we have a kind of tropical bird there that she's with. So that could be representing the travel, right? Maybe you're meant for somewhere down south and you're going to meet the right kind of teammates for you, the right kind of career. Or maybe it'll just be a job where you can work anywhere in the world. And that's what best suits you because you want to see the world. Let's see here. Magnolia. I think it's just the magnolia. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Magnolia. Number 8. 8 is the number of abundance, like financial and like rewards, opportunities. So I do feel like that's really tied into that. Also, the magnolia makes me think of just like, tropical flowers even. I don't know if magnolia is a tropical flower, but in this image, it just feels like, you're going to be somewhere where you see a lot of flowers. I'm going to take a look in the book actually to see if there's anything else with magnolia. Yeah, the flowers come out long before the leaves do. The miraculous flowering gives them an advantage over other plants which are still busy putting out their first leaves. Right. But it's only possible as a result of careful preparation the season the season before that allows them to beat the trend. So you might be doing something that's ahead of like trends. Like you might be doing something that nobody else has done before, something that's unique to you that you're going to do first. It's also just about preparation, like being ahead of, like a season ahead of things. So this might be alluding to the fact that this might be happening in the next season from where you're at now. And to make sure that you're prepared for that, like making sure you have everything you need. So this could be really important. This might involve getting rid of things, kind of clearing out your space, getting ready to travel even. Because there's a letting go process, right? 5 of Cups, there's a letting go. That might even be what this is about, is that you're getting ready to move into your wealth, which is going to involve changing locations, changing what you do, and you have to let go of some things along with that, people, places, and things. Yeah, so, prepare in all ways, mentally, spiritually, physically, right? Okay. Keep holding this upside down. Ivy. Yeah, ivy is, it's tenacious. It can climb up high walls, right? So you might be thinking that you don't have the confidence for this, but actually you do, or the skill, I should say. But you actually do. You actually have the ability to scale mountains, to scale fences, to scale barriers, right? So that might be something important to you. And actually 35 is the number here. 35 collapses to an 8. So you have 8 and 8. So, whatever you're thinking of doing, it is the path to your abundance. It is, blessed in that way. Yeah. It's also a message of, you're almost there. It's just a little farther, right? With ivy. Because the ivy's, it just climbs up a little bit and then it gets there. It gets to the top. It gets towards the sun. But it can feel like, because it's slow growing, that it takes a long time, right? But overall it's a message of, don't give up because you're very, very close. it just feels like you haven't been because it's been a slow climb because ivy grows slow up the wall, right? So I think, overall the message is, don't give up yet. Don't give in to feeling like you've lost everything, because actually everything is before you. Everything is right at your doorstep almost. You're really, really close. What I want to do. Yeah, I think I want to take actually a couple tarot cards from Stranger Things deck. Let's just see what we get. Yeah, definitely I see travel in the mix for this person. But also like career movement, right? 8 of Strands. Another 8. Oh my gosh, the 8s in this pile are crazy. 8 of Wands. So something, is heading towards you really, really quickly. And I think in the show, that's the bundle, was it Joyce holds a bundle of lights in her hand to ask for a sign from Will, who's on the other side, or the upside down, and they glow, right? I think that might be the same one. So there might be a sign, like a signal, that you're going to receive that's going to let you know that, it's time, or that this is the opportunity for you. This is the moment. I'm going to check in the book, though, just to see in case there's any alternative meanings there. No, it is. It's talking about the Strands in Joy's house. Sparkling with momentum. Things are happening. Communication is vibrant. Your confidence is growing, and you are being called to be decisive. Decisive, yeah. So maybe there is a call to action coming soon here for you. Maybe it's just about you deciding, just going for it, deciding you're going to learn about how you can make this happen and going for it. There is going to be a signal, though, I think. And even here, he's holding a torch, like there's like a signal flame, Oh, there we go. The sun, yeah. I think the key is to keep your face towards the sun. Keep it towards the sun. And it was 1717 when I looked at the clock at the moment I was looking at the sun card there. And 17, that's an 8. So it was 8-8 technically on the clock. Another 8-8. So the 8s are out of control in this reading. I'd say that's like a pretty good sign, right? Yeah, you might even be going somewhere that's really sunny. Like you might be going like south, or just somewhere that's just has a lot more daylight. Maybe you live up north and you're going to head south. But I think overall it's a message, keep your face towards the sun. Keep your face towards, opportunity and then positive outlooks, right? Because you don't want to let fear get in the way. You don't want to let thoughts of, what can go wrong or that you can't do something get in the way. Because actually you're really headed on the path. You're really, really close to what you want to achieve. And even if it's not travel, it's something like, feeling like you're moving into a tropical paradise, which is to say, feeling like you're headed into the right place, which could be the right career for you. Even if it's something like you're working from home. Maybe you are going to work from home, but I see a work at home opportunity as, this chance to travel, because you could live anywhere, right? If you worked from home. Just saying. So there's something there. Using my Native Spirit deck. I really like this deck, and it's the smaller version of this deck, the little pocket version, but I like how it fits in my hand, actually, so I don't mind it at all. A little cheaper, too. Yeah. Nature spirits, wow. Wow. So something about this move is going to bring you closer to nature. Closer to something, inspiration. I think part of you, because you see she's also out here with the animals too. Like I think you draw a lot of inspiration from nature, and that's important to what you do in your work. Maybe you're even going to be working in something to do, with conservation or animals, maybe conserving wild spaces, something like that. Yeah, could be. Gathering your tribe. Oh my gosh, this makes me think of Three of Pentacles too, like finding the right people. You're heading towards your tribe, towards your real soul family. And maybe that's why you have to move, because maybe they're somewhere else. Maybe they're not at anywhere around you, and that's why this move has to take place, and that's why you have to take a leap of faith, moving towards something. And I think it's heading towards you fast here, because usually the Eight of Strands is about, speed. Yeah, like I think that's where this Ten of Pentacle energies is coming from, is finding the right people, right? Finding your real family, like the people that really resonate with you. And that family could even be in nature. Like maybe you find communion in nature, right? Maybe that's where you find yourself, where you can really communicate with spirit, communicate with your intuition. That's where you need to be. Maybe it's just moving out to the countryside. Maybe you're going to move to the, French countryside. That'd be great. I don't know if you like France, but that's just what's in front of me now. Or you could be moving to Australia, maybe New Zealand, somewhere like that, somewhere out in the outback. But definitely somewhere overall, among nature, flowers, where the sun shines. Like it's just going to feel like it just resonates with you so much better. You're out of the city, right? You're out of the clouded city. Not that cities are bad, but sometimes we can get a little sick of them, right? Or maybe it's just not the right city for you, right? Some cities are beautiful. But I think for you, you're realizing that you have kind of a soft, tender spirit, and your creative nature really gets ignited when you are out and getting inspired by the natural environment. And especially, we get inspired by the people that we're around that resonate with us, that really have that spark in them that ignites our spark, right? I think that's important for you right now. And you're recognizing that, and that's why this move is happening. Carnelian. 14. 14 is the... no, that's not the number of the sun, but it feels like the same energy, doesn't it? Carnelian. Because carnelian, I think, is about... the sacral, right? It's about our creative energy, that fire energy, right? Like the entrepreneur. It really goes together well with that. But it's also about confidence, right? Igniting our confidence too. Because maybe you feel a little nervous to leave or to take, maybe you've never lived in a different home before that wasn't like your hometown, or maybe you have never left your country, because maybe this involves leaving your country. Or just maybe even taking a different career path feels a little scary to you, or a risky career path even. But I think that's something you really need right now. That's something that's really going to help you a lot. Yeah. So I think it's calling you to really boost your confidence. Believe in yourself. You have all that you need to make it happen. Emerald, wow, 22. It's got the big green heart there. And that goes so well with the Nature Spirit card here. And the Eight of Strands, actually, too. A lot of green in this reading, isn't there? So again, nature, like being out of like the gray of the city and into the green of the forest, right? And the grass and the fields. I think I want to take a look at Emerald in the book, because Emerald, I think, has a lot to do with your heart healing, right? So it could be to do a lot with opening up your heart, because I think this is what your heart needs. This is what your heart needs to heal. And as I open up the book, it literally says giving and receiving love. We have giving and receiving. So you're going to be giving and receiving love in this new place that you're moving to, this new energy that you're moving into now. And opening your heart to friendship, embracing unity. Again, Three of Pentacles, and gathering your tribe. You're meeting the right people. And you're learning how to be receptive to love, because maybe because of the losses of the past, you've closed it down a bit. Maybe you've, had some, bad experiences, maybe some not so nice people, putting you down or putting down your ideas or making you feel, because confidence right here with carnelian, maybe you had some people that really shook your confidence, put some ideas in your head that you were not worthy or that you were lacking in skill, anything like that. It was something like they took your power away. Something took your power away, but you're regaining it now. Yeah, and you're increasing your confidence and your self-assurance now. And that's that sun energy too. It's like knowing how to bring your energy back up and turn towards the sun even when the skies are cloudy. That's what's going on here. You're really healing your heart by learning how to nurture your confidence and nurture your own self-belief. And the message of Emerald is to, that healing and love can come in many different ways, and that, you can open your heart to many different types of love. Finding the frequency of love. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Like learning how to channel that energy and be that energy is a big part of this. Yeah, like I think that's just the energy you're going to be feeling soon when you step into this path. You're going to realize, I was always all that I needed. I always had the skill and the strength to do what I needed to do. And I was always this loving person. I just forgot that. I forgot how to be that because I was just, in a toxic environment and with toxic people. And it just made me believe I was something else that I wasn't. Yeah. It's tough though. It's tough when we get, like it's like a flower blooming, right? Like you put it in bad soil and don't give it much light and barely any water and it starts to wilt, right? But you put it back in the right environment and suddenly it's blooming and vibrant and smells nice. So I think you're going to be like the flower, blooming because you're taking care of yourself. You're taking yourself out of a bad environment and putting yourself in a good environment, the right environment for you. And sometimes that's even, flowers can be temperamental. They need certain conditions, right? And you need certain conditions, and you're recognizing that. You need nature. You need, flowers. You need good people around you. You need the sun on your face. You need to work on your own ambitions, your own projects, your own creativity, and not work for someone else that doesn't fulfill you. That's how you thrive. That's how you revive yourself. You're recognizing that now and you're getting ready to step into that. So, I think you're doing well. I think you're on the right path. Yeah, I got a thumbs up. So that's definitely the way. Be open to, a new tribe. Be open to people helping you along the way, because you might have shut down a bit. You might have shut down your heart because of, previous attacks of any form, maybe even psychic attacks that made you feel a little, people shy, or just, closed down your heart a bit, like made it tight, made it not so receptive, right? But you're learning how to open that up, and that's the key now, is to choose yourself and also choose others who are right for you. And there's no telling how far you can go, how high you can climb. You're like literally the ivy like talks about, climbing up the wall and reaching the sun. And you have the sun card here and the carnelian for confidence. So you're going to make it. You're going to scale mountains. As long as you believe in yourself and you trust your calling. What's calling to you is going to give to you. You're going to receive a lot from that and following that path and trusting in it. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this reading. I appreciate all the support for this channel, the likes, the subscribes, the comments. It all means the world to me. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.